you are going to have to listen to all the evidence. You're going to have to weigh that evidence. And the state believes that when you hear that evidence, apply it to your role as a juror, you're going to be able to recognize that Miss Sydney Powell is responsible for the murder of her mother, Brenda, and she was not suffering from a severe mental illness or disease that prevented her from knowing the wrongfulness of what she did.
I don't know why people keep going for the right reason of insanity or mentally ill defense. Have you ever been in a mental hospital before? It is comedic how many people that were perfectly sane during their manipulative and brutal murder that end up actually being sent to a mental hospital, and then they get in there and they say, oh my God, these women are actually crazy, get me out of here. And then they want to go to jail. They'd rather go to jail or get out. Were there movies in the 90s that like made it a big deal of not guilty by reason of insanity? Like, do you know what you're doing? Like,
now, I think it's important to note, just briefly, that during the time of this, the Powell family used an app on their phones called Life 360.
Life 360?
An app that a lot of families use, especially families with children. It allows families to keep in touch, to make sure everybody's okay. Specifically allows you to let you know that the kids are where they need to be. And that comes into play on the morning of March 3rd. On the morning of March 3rd, Stephen Powell recognizes that the tuition still hasn't been taken out. So being a dad, he takes the effort to look at the website.
Oh! The tuition hasn't been taken out and he noticed! Oh my God. So the fact that Sydney's crying right here when he gets to the scariest part of the story, the moment that her dad realizes something's going on with the college. This is where Sydney starts shedding a lot of tears. She's breathing heavily. She's turning red. It's almost like she's reliving the moment that her father found out that something was up. I think this dude's doing a great job. I'm hanging on every word. I feel the stress of her situation. Being a great prosecutor in a criminal trial, it involves a lot of storytelling, and I think he's doing a really great job. I'm all in. I'm all in. I have no idea how the defense is going to follow this up. So Sydney Powell's mother, Brenda, works at a children's hospital dealing with children that have health issues and also helping the families that are dealing with these really difficult health issues cope with life. Probably the therapeutic aspect, the physical therapeutic aspect, and then also the mental aspect of it as well. That's her job. Brenda leaves home.
She meets Miss Powell, Sydney Powell.
She comes home and Sydney's there.
We know that around 12 to 12:15, Miss Brenda Powell calls the University of Mount Union.
Mom calls the school when she gets home. She sees her daughter first.
She leaves a voicemail or a message with the secretary of the dean of students. John Frazier and Michelle Gaffney, they're still in a meeting. They cannot talk to Brenda at this time. But John Frazier and Miss Gaffney, they call back as soon as they're available.
They called back.
And they call Brenda back. But the phone call is interrupted.
No way!
John Frazier and Michelle Gaffney at this time hear a thud. And they hear screams.
No.
And they hear thud after thud after thud. They're still on the phone. They're trying to find out what's going on, but they can't get a response.
No.
And the phone call hangs up. And on the third call back, Brenda's phone picks up.
Oh my God.
Yes, this is Brenda.
Oh my God.
Now, Mr. Frazier, Miss Gaffney, they've met Sydney multiple times.
I'm
trying to address her enrollment issues. They know who Miss Powell is.
Oh my God.
And when that phone answers and the person on the other line announces herself as Brenda, John Frazier knows
that it's Sydney
Powell on the phone.
Ooh.
And he says, Sydney, I know this is you.
No.
And the phone is hung up again.
This is chilling. I hate saying that word. It just sounds so corny. It really is, though. I don't know how you feel right now. I feel not good. Not good. I feel the stress of all of that in that room.
Brenda is laying in her bedroom. She's on her back. And she's suffering from severe blunt force trauma and severe sharp wound trauma. She's bleeding out. Brenda is dying.
Oh my God.
Mr. Powell tells Sydney, well, Sydney, the police are on their way. And this is when Sydney, for the first time, she becomes hysterical. Dad, somebody broke in. Somebody broke in. There was a break-in. We heard glass break. And the phone call is terminated.
Lying all the... I don't know much about this, but I know some of you, I know some of y'all that are really into psychology, you would know. Is she a pathological liar? Is there a chance that she lies about lots of other things in her day-to-day life and that just got applied to this massive, brutal anxiety?
There was a break-in. There was a break-in. Somebody broke in. Mom's down. There's blood. There's blood. Mom told me to get out. Get out. She's trying to tell the cops that there was a break-in. Officer Legacy goes to the back room where he finds Brenda on the ground lying on her back. Unfortunately, Brenda, at the time when he got to her, he recognized that she was not surviving, that Brenda was dying.
I sometimes cannot stand to hear somebody lie like this. It's also pretty up to people that really have schizophrenia. Some people are watching this and they're like, really? Really? Now, in this clip, we can see Bean Boy's attorney, this lady right here. I want you to watch what she does. She sees the camera that's pointed at them. I can't believe that this actually happened. And then she starts to flip off the camera, makes sure that Bean Boy notices. Look, she's impressed him. Now, how often has this happened behind the scenes? We, the public, as well as the investigators, are hard-pressed to find out because this woman is under investigation at this point. I mean, to some of you guys, it might seem like a simple clip, but right here, she has created a bond. It's me and Bean Boy against the media. Who the fuck does this? Who does this? Oh, that was so funny.
When these people are upset about specific things that have gone on from that table, like shooting the middle finger up at this court and laughing and joking, Miss McNeil, be quiet.
Yep. Shut up, Melissa.
When these people have sat in this courtroom and watched this behavior from that table and they want to say that they're not happy about it, what is the problem?
Judge, I have no problem because I have thick skin. But once you bring in my children, I think that's highly improper. And it's
I didn't even know you have children. I don't know what you're talking about. Your children? What about your children?
I just want to make it very clear. This beautiful judge and this dude in the gray suit are all arguing right now because Bean Boy is a bitch. Yeah, you's a bitch. That's literally why we're here right now. That's it, dude.
Before this court to allow that kind of testimony is also...
I don't remember any comments about any children. And if there was, it obviously didn't, it came and went without me noticing it.
Judge, I can assure you that if they were talking about your children, you would definitely notice it.
You need to sit down right now. You're out of line.
Let's cut it out.
In fact, you're excused. You need to go sit in the back with your
Get out!
Bye, bitch!
Mr. Weeks, please ask the lawyer from your office to go sit down and not say anything else.
Somebody escort him out.
To try to threaten my children and bring up my children is inappropriate.
Turn around.
To the back of the room now.
Turn around. Turn around.
That just violated about every rule of professional responsibility that I have never. If you're going to get up here and you're going to...
Judge, I asked you to go sidebar on this matter.
You, sidebar or not, you don't have one of your assistant public defenders say something about my children?
Judge, that same venom that the court has expressed...
I just want to say right now, she is 1v22 right now, and she's sitting at the top of the podium. I'm here for it, okay?
is the same venom that defense counsel had to sit through this entire morning when
she
their
brought
children
up her children
were being
multiple
referenced.
times during the trial. Nobody knows if I'm barren or not. They don't know about my children.
Judge.
Sit down. Sit down.
Judge.
Sit down, Mr. Weeks.
Please do not summarily dismiss me.
I'm summarily dismissing
I'm
you.
asking the
Go
court.
sit down.
I'm asking the court. I asked the court to go sidebar.
Go sit down. You don't threaten the
Judge,
court's children.
everyone
Your
in this
assistant just
courtroom-
did that. Go sit down.
No one in this courtroom had to endure what we had to
Go
endure.
sit down. Miss McNeil has made her children a spectacle more than once during this trial. That was her choice.
That's right, bozos.
You
Tell him to
have
have a
absolutely
seat.
no right to have one of your assistants come up here and suggest something about my children. Now, please go sit down.
Judge,
You're inappropriate and out